You know, there's something about productivity that makes it this mysterious unicorn we're all chasing. Everyone's got their secret formula, right? Drink this mushroom coffee, wake up at 4 a.m., or meditate while juggling flaming bowling pins. But let me ask you this. What if productivity isn't about doing more, but about doing what matters most? Today, we're diving into the real deal. Not the TikTok trends, not the overpriced courses, but timeless truths and modern science that can change how you approach your day. Let's go. Are we building empires at the cost of our families, identities, or even our souls? Welcome to Mission Driven, where we believe your purpose is bigger than your productivity. Y'all, I've got to tell you something that blew my mind this week. So I'm scrolling through my YouTube feed, and I see all these productivity gurus selling their revolutionary morning routines for $997. That's like buying a $1,000 hammer when all you need is a good nail. Let me drop some real science on you. According to the Neuro Leadership Institute, our brains can only focus for about 90 minutes before needing a break. So if you're out there grinding nonstop, you're like a car running on fumes. Eventually, you're going to stall. And get this, Harvard Business Review reports that multitasking can reduce productivity by up to 40%. That's almost half your effort going down the drain because you decided to answer an email while on a Zoom call. Come on, people. Our brains are not computers. They're more like Windows 98. You know, it works great when you don't overload it. Speaking of overload, the Bureau of Labor Statistics just reported that productivity jumped 4.7% in 2023. That's huge. We're talking the biggest surge in 20 years. Why? Because people are finally realizing that burning out isn't a flex. But here's where it gets interesting. Everything these modern productivity experts are teaching, King Solomon already wrote it in Proverbs. Let me break this down for you. You know that fancy time blocking technique everyone's raving about? Proverbs 6 literally tells us to go to the ant and learn from how it works. The ant doesn't need a $2,000 course on productivity. It just gets the job done. The ant's motto? One grain at a time, baby. Now that's wisdom. But check this out. There's something deeper here. Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord." Now, imagine if we approached our Slack messages with that attitude. Hey, Karen, thanks for flagging this. I'll fix it as unto the Lord. Talk about a perspective shift. You want to know what's crazy? While we're all chasing the latest productivity app, 71% of people using simple wearable tech are seeing massive improvements in their work. The American Psychological Association found that even a 10-minute walk can boost brain performance for up to 2 hours. So if you're out there trying to crush your to-do list, maybe just take a lap around the block first. Call it God's productivity hack. Here's the kicker. Interruptions are productivity's arch nemesis. Research shows that it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to recover from an interruption. So if you're constantly stopping to check notifications, you're spending half your day just trying to remember what you were doing. That's like trying to read a book while your toddler keeps slamming the pages shut. Not going to happen. And let's talk about the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. It's a game changer. Did you know that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts? It's like how 80% of your kitchen gets used for making coffee, while the other 20% is just a storage space for Tupperware lids you can't find. The same applies to work. Focus on the few tasks that actually move the needle. Here's what I want you to do this week. Just 3 things. Number 1, turn off those notifications. Seriously. Moses didn't have Slack and he led a whole exodus. Your inbox can wait. Number 2, start your day by committing your work to God. Proverbs 16:3. It's a game changer. Pray over your day like you're marinating a steak. Let that blessing soak in. Number 3, take those breaks. Even Jesus took time to rest, and he had way bigger deadlines than us. Oh, and here's a bonus tip. If you're struggling with prioritization, try the Eisenhower matrix. It's this magical grid that helps you separate the urgent from the important. Imagine sorting your laundry. Urgent is like washing the coffee-stained shirt you need for tomorrow's meeting, while important is finally dealing with that pile of mismatched socks. Handle the urgent, schedule the important. Listen, family, we've been seeing significant productivity growth since 2023. This is the highest since the 1990s. And do you know why? Because people are finally learning to work smarter, not harder. The Journal of Applied Psychology found that setting specific, challenging goals increases performance by 90% compared to vague, do your best instructions. So instead of saying, I'll try to be productive, say, I'm going to write that report, schedule those meetings, and take a nap. Boom, 90% better results. Before I let you go, remember this. You don't need another productivity app. You need wisdom. And James 1:5 tells us exactly where to get it. Just ask God. He's not going to shame you for your messy calendar or your 3,000 unread emails. God's like, I got you. Let's tackle it together. This is your boy signing off, but hey, if this episode hit home, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you're not just grinding, you're on a mission. Let's make it count. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a review. We're building something special here, and I want you along for the ride. Until next time, stay blessed and stay productive.